An interesting part of mathematics is trigonometry. To start trigonometry, we have to know the relation between degree and radian. We know the formula pi equal to 180 degree, pi radian equal to 180 degree. The definition of radian is the radius length of arc makes an angle at the center of a circle is 1 radian. Therefore, arc length of arc makes an angle at the center of a circle equals to 1 radian. 1 radian. Therefore, 1 unit length of arc makes an angle at the center of a circle is equal to 1 by r radian. We know the circumference length of a circle is 2 pi r when the radius is r. Therefore, 2 pi r makes an angle at the center 360 degree, and in radian it is equal to 1 by r equal to 2 pi into 2 pi r equals to 2 pi. Therefore, 2 pi equals to 360 degree, and consequently pi equals to 180 degree. Okay. Therefore, we can calculate the relation in between radian and degree like as 1 radian equals to r by 2 pi r into 360 degree equals to 7 by 2 into 22 into 360 degree equals to 57 whole number 3 by 11 degree. Therefore, 1 radian equals to 57 whole number 3 by 11 degree. These two relations, pi equals to 180 degree and 1 radian equals to 57 whole number 3 by 11 degree, we have to remember. Now, we come to trigonometric ratios. There are 6 ratios: sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. Here, theta is the angle. We have to take an right angle triangle. The right angle, it is the right angle, and the opposite side of the triangle, opposite side of the right angle of the triangle is the hypotenuse. It is the largest side of the triangle. Okay. And other two arms, one is altitude and another is base. We have to take the side base. Which one base? In which angle the two arm, one of the arm is hypotenuse and another arm is base in right angle triangle. So in this picture, the base is BC and the altitude is AB. Because of theta is in the hypotenuse and base, and in this figure base is AC. Because of AC makes the angle theta. AC is the arm of the angle theta. So, sin theta is the ratio in between amplitude, altitude and hypotenuse, that is A by H. Similarly, by definition, cos theta equal to base by hypotenuse, V by H, and tan theta equals to altitude by base, that is A by V. Similarly, by definition, we can write cosec theta equal to H by A, sec theta equal to H by B, cot theta equal to B by A. And if we observe these ratios, then we can find that sin theta equal to 1 by cosec theta, as cosec theta equal to H by A is the reciprocal of sin theta. Similarly, cos theta is the reciprocal of sec theta. On the other hand, sec theta is reciprocal of cos theta. Therefore, cos theta equal to 1 by sec theta. Similarly, sec theta equal to 1 by cos theta. Like that, tan theta equals to 1 by cot theta, and cot theta equals to 1 by tan theta. Therefore, tan theta into cot theta equals to 1. Similarly, sin theta into cosec theta equals to 1. Similarly, cos theta into sec theta equals to 1. As we see, tan theta equal to A by B equals to A by H into H by B. A by B can be written as A by H into H by B equals to A by H divided by B by H equals to, we know A by H equals to sin theta and B by H equals to cos theta. Therefore, tan theta equal to sin theta divided by cos theta. Similarly, we can deduce cot theta equal to cos theta by sin theta. These are the 6 ratios in trigonometric, and we have to memorize these ratios and these simple formulas to be deduced. Now we come to Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem tells us a square equals to a square plus b square. Standard notation, h equal to hypotenuse of a right angle triangle. A is the altitude and b is the base. If this relation is divided by a square, then we will get a square by a square plus b square by h square equals to h square divided by h square. It forms like that: a by h whole square plus b by h whole square equals to 1. We know a by h equals to sine square theta, a by h equal to sine theta, and a by h whole square equal to sine square theta. Similarly, b by h equal to cos theta and b by h whole square equals to cos square theta. Therefore, sine square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Therefore, we can write sine square theta equal to 1 minus cos square theta. In other way, cos square theta equals to 1 minus sine square theta. If we take this equation, trigonometric equation, sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, and divided both sides of the equation by cos square theta, then we will get sin square theta by cos square theta plus cos square theta plus cos square by cos square theta equals to 1 by cos square theta or tan square theta. We know that sin theta by cos theta equal to tan theta. Therefore, sin square theta divided by cos square theta equals to tan square theta plus cos square theta divided by cos square theta equals to 1 equals to 1 by cos theta equals to sec theta. Therefore, 1 by cos square theta equals to sec square theta. So, we get tan square theta plus 1 equals to sec square theta. Similarly, tan square theta equals to sec square theta minus 1. Again, if we take sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1 and both sides of this equation divided by sin square theta, then we will get 1 plus cos square theta equal to cos square theta. As you know, cos theta by sin theta equals to cos theta, therefore cos square theta divided by sin square theta equal to cos square theta, and 1 by sin theta equals to cosec theta. Therefore, 1 by sin square theta equals to cos square theta. So, the equation we get 1 plus cos square theta equals to cos square theta. We can write this equation in another way. Cos square theta equals to cos square theta minus 1. Now, we see the value of standard angles. Here is a table in column, in first column, there are 6 ratios, trigonometric ratios, and in first row, there are 5 standard angles. 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. These are the standard angles because of the value of these angles can be find out in geometrical method. We have to remember this table for solving the trigonometric problems. There is an easy method to remember this table. If we take for 0 degree root over 0 by 4, and for 30 degree root over of 1 by 4, and for 45 degree root over of 2 by 4, and for 60 degree root over of 3 by 4, and for 90 degree root over of 4 by 4. Then 0 by 4 equals to 0 and root over of 0 equals to 0. So sine 0 degree equals to 0. Similarly, root over 1 by 4 equals to half. So sine 30 degree equals to half. 2 by 4 equals to 1 by 2. So sine 45 degree equals to root over of 1 by 2, that is 1 by root 2. Similarly, sine 60 degree equals to root over of 3 by 2, and sine 90 degree equals to root over of 1, that is 1. We know that sine theta equals to cos cos 90 minus 90 degree minus theta. So cos 0 degree equals to cos 0 degree equals to how much? Sine 90 degree. Cos 0 degree equals to cos 0 degree equals to sine 90 degree. So or cos theta equals to sine 90 degree minus theta. So cos 0 degree equals to sine 90 degree, that is 1. Cos 30 degree equals to sine 60 degree, that is root 3 by 2. Cos 45 degree equals to sine 45 degree, that is 1 by root 2. And cos 60 degree equals to sine 30 degree. Therefore, cos 60 degree equals to half and cos 90 degree equal to 0. As you see, we find the value of cos theta from sin theta with the help of cos theta equal to sin 90 degree minus theta with the help of this formula. And we already discussed that tan theta equal to sin theta divided by cos theta. Therefore, tan 0 degree equals to sin 0 degree divided by cos 0 degree. Therefore, tan 0 degree equals to 0. In this way, we can find tan 30 degree equals to 1 by root 3 and tan 45 degree equals to 1 and tan 60 degree equals to root 3. And as you see, tan 90 degree equals to sine 90 degree divided by cos 90 degree, that is 1 by 0. What is the value of 1 by 0? It is indeterminate. Okay. Or you can say undefined. undefined. Understand? Because of the value is 1 by 0, if we multiply infinity with 0, then the result will be 0. So the value of 1 by 0 cannot be defined. So this is termed as indeterminate or undefined. Okay. We already have come to know that cosec theta equal to 1 by sin theta, and therefore if we take the reciprocal value of sin theta in respective degree of angle, then we will get the value of cosec theta. That is, cosec 0 degree equals to 1 by sin 0 degree. Therefore, 1 by 0 equals to, again, indeterminate or undefined. Similarly, cosec 30 degree equal to 2, cosec 45 degree equal to reciprocal of 1 by root 2 equals to root 2, and cosec 60 degree equals to 2 by root 3, and cosec 90 degree equals to 1. We know the relation sec theta equal to 1 by cos theta. Therefore, the value of cos theta to be inverse, and we get the value of sec theta. So, sec 0 degree equals to 1 by 1 equals to 1. Sec 30 degree equals to 1 by root 3 by 2 equals to 2 by root 3. Sec 60 degree equals to 1 by root 2 equals to root 2. And similarly, the reciprocal of 1 by 2 equals to 2. This is the value of sec 60 degree, and 1 by 0 equals to undefined or indeterminate, and this is the value of sec 90 degree. You can remember the relation in between cot theta and tan theta. Cot theta equals to 1 by tan theta. So the value of cot theta will be found out by inversing the value of tan theta, and we get cot theta equal to indeterminate, and cot 30 degree equal to root 3, cot 45 degree equal to 1, cot 60 degree equal to 1 by root 3, and cot 90 degree equal to 0. Okay. This is a simple method to remember the different standard angle ratio values, trigonometric values. But when we face to solve a trigonometric problem, then we have to remember the value of different angle of different ratios. In this case, we have to draw the table in rough and then put the values, respective values to the problem and find out the result. This is a time consuming method. Particularly in examination center, it is very difficult to manage this time. So, how do we remember it in shortcut way? Okay. If we remember that for an isosceles right angle triangle, the altitude and the base are equal because this angle and this angle are both are both 45 degree. Okay. So if we consider the base equal to 1 unit, then the altitude will be 1 unit, and by Pythagoras theorem, using Pythagoras theorem, we can say that the length of hypotenuse is equal to 1 square plus 1 square root equals to root 2. So the standard angle 45 degree, in case of standard angle 45 degree, the values of different ratios will come like that. Sine 45 degree equals to 1 by root 2. Okay. Similarly, if we consider sec 45 degree, then we know the ratio sec theta equals to hypotenuse divided by base, that is root 2 equal by 1, that is root 2. Similarly, if we take the ratio tan theta, then tan 45 degree equals to altitude divided by base, that is 1 by 1 equals to 1. So if we remember the this figure, we can say easily the different value of ratios for 45 degree angles. It is very much easy to remember. And for 30 degree and 60 degree, we have to remember this figure. Say it is right angle and it is 30 degree, and naturally this angle will be equals to 60 degree, and the value of these sides we have to take like that. This is 1, this is 2, and this is root 3. We know that for 30 degree right angle triangle, the base is longer than altitude. So if altitude is equal to 1 and base equal to root 3, 1 is less than root 3, or inversely root 3 is greater than 1, then by using the Pythagoras theorem, we can calculate that the hypotenuse equals to 2, because of hypotenuse equals to root over of altitude square plus base square, that is 1 square plus root 3 square, that is 1 plus 3, that is 4, and the root over of 4 equals to 2. If we remember this figure, then any one value of the ratio of standard angle 30 degree and 60 degree will be calculated readily. Take an example, say tan 60 degree. Tan 60 degree, tan theta is the ratio in between altitude and base. Here altitude equals to tan 60 degree, so here altitude equal to root 3 and base equal to 1, that is root 3 by 1 equals to root 3. Understand? Now we have to face some trigonometric problem in practical experiences. These problems collectively known as height and distance problem. Here, two things to be remember. These two terms, angle of elevation and angle of depression. This angle is known as angle of elevation because of if we stand on ground and we have to see the top of a tower or top of a building or top of a tree, then our eyesight to be fixed like that angle. This is known as angle of elevation. And similarly, if we stay on the roof of a tower or top of the tree or like that, and we have to mark a point on ground, then our vision angle will be like that, and this angle is known as an angle of depression. And here, as we can see, these two lines are parallel, and this is the intersecting line, transversal. This is the transversal, and therefore these two angles are alternate angle and will be equal. So the angle of depression equals to the angle of elevation. And we can conclude that B equals to C sine theta and A equal to C cos theta. And if we remember these two basic relation, then we have face, then we can solve these types of problem very easily. Okay, how did the relation come? As we know, sin theta equals to altitude. Here altitude equals to B divided by hypotenuse C. Therefore, C sin theta equals to C into B by C. That is B. Similarly, we can establish the relation A equal to C cos theta. Okay. Thank you.